In this pitch, we will present to you about our idea we developed. We will first talk about the problem we attempt to solve. We will then introduce our idea and talk about our process to achieve to solve the problem with the tools we used, and afterwards moving on to the feasibility and viability of our product. Finally, we will end with our future growth opportunities and our next steps. Initially, we were able to come up with many ideas, such as the gym meals, which was unoriginal, or the bathhouse, which was not financially feasible. So we started to focus on exploring what problems existed that can be solved by us. And by focusing on the problem and not the product, we were able to come up with our idea. From large firms to your close friends, it seems like everyone has begun going green in recent years. This means that you'll be eating less meat, using less plastic, and doing whatever you can to decrease your impact on Earth. Nevertheless, this is not a mere trend, as the Dutch government is implementing policies and incentive systems to shift people's lifestyles. One of them is the policies that desires to shift from driving diesel cars to driving electric cars. As you can see in the figure, according to CBS, the number of fully electric vehicles has been increasing over the past few years. As of January 2019, there were nearly 45,000 fully electric vehicles in the Netherlands, which is twice the number recorded in 2018.
The main problem which our service will attempt to tackle is the lack of accessibility that electric vehicle owners may experience when wanting to charge their electric vehicles. The current solutions in place are not optimal, as will be explained in the following slide. We'll tackle this problem through exploitation of our market inefficiency, as will be explained later in the presentation. The first solution in place is fastnets. These are very fast charging stations, which tend to be extremely expensive. The second solution is public charging stations. These can be found on the street. This means that they are often busy and not accessible. And the final solution is semi-public charging stations, found in offices or garages. However, these are often also busy and not accessible. The problem which I have explained previously is extremely relevant today due to the global growing number of electric vehicles and the lack of charging stations to go along with it. In the future, this problem will become even more relevant as countries such as the Netherlands move towards having only electric vehicles on the streets and banning all diesel and petrol cars. The consumer need which our service will tackle is that of needing to charge their electric vehicle. Our service will also allow charging station owners to supply and sell the use of their charging stations for a certain price. Our service will also be beneficial for users who are traveling and who need to charge their electric vehicles away from home.
As can be evident by now, the current problem is the lack of available charging stations for electric vehicles. Through a shared economy, we aim to solve this problem. By creating an online network through the use of an app called ChargeBuddy, we aim to link owners of electrical vehicles in need of a charging station to owners of a charging station who don't use that right now. Owners of a station indicate availability in the app. Prices will be determined based on an algorithm that incorporates information as location and current demand. Afterwards, owners of an electrical vehicle can go on the app, and the app will indicate available charging stations and their prices. It's up to them to then just pick a spot. In this way, we aim to connect owners of assets which are currently not optimally used with individuals who lack that asset and are willing to pay for it. So, by being a multi-sided platform in between those both groups, we aim to solve the problem of electrical vehicle charging availability whilst earning a percentage of each transaction. We came up with this idea using the lean startup method. We tried to focus on the problem and how we could solve this issue by creating value for a group and capturing that value. We looked around and asked people in our daily lives. Finally, we established the need to solve the issue of a shortage of accessibility for charging stations of electrical vehicles, and this is what our problem is about.
ChargeBuddy turns the pains of electric vehicle owners into gains. The pains include having difficulty to find a charging spot, losing valuable time in this process, and paying high prices to be able to charge. The gains we create include increased accessibility in terms of location, saving time, and saving money. To test the feasibility of ChargeBuddy, our main tool used was interviewing. We interviewed electric vehicle owners and recruited based on convenience and snowball sampling. First, we asked some questions about EV charging in general and confirmed there were some problems with it. Second, we introduced ChargeBuddy. The feedback revealed that in general it's important to attribute feelings of sustainability and community to ChargeBuddy. Specific to suppliers of charging stations were feelings of security, privacy, and enough financial incentives.
For the viability of our product, we have estimated private charging station owners will use ChargeBuddy 5% of their total charges, and non-owners will use ChargeBuddy 20% of their total charges. Using these in our calculations, we have found the annual revenue range to be between about 1,200,000 and 2,400,000. In terms of future growth prospects, we will see an increased demand in the Netherlands due to the national regulations. We will undertake marketing operations to raise brand recognition. Our app is easily scalable to the rest of the world, and this continues our contribution to a sustainable future. You might ask yourself, what are our next steps? Well, we will continue app development to ensure user-friendly mechanics and algorithms. We will raise awareness of our brand, mostly by word of mouth and social media. Then it is essential to contact the private owners of charging stations, and then we will contact the rest of the key partners for sponsorships and discounts. So, let's recap. ChargeBuddy is a multi-sided platform app. We are solving the problem of the shortage of charging stations for EVs starting in the Netherlands. We base this on convenience and accessibility for our users. We offer a lower price, our app is easily scalable, and we contribute to a sustainable and shared economy.
So thank you for listening. I hope we made you as excited for ChargeBuddy as we are right now, that you see that this app and this concept can be a huge opportunity for the close future. For now, if you have any questions, just contact one of our group members, and we are certain that we can take away any doubts and convince you even more of our idea. Thank you.